Recording. Hi everybody. Welcome to, let's see, I don't know what day it is. Not terrible. December 6th. That's true. This is true. I'm so excited for my things. First and foremost, we just got back from GoPro, some of us, and actually next week's call is going to be what we took away from GoPro. And I can't wait to share because there literally is like a bazillion things that I want to share. But obviously, you have to be there. You have to be at events to get the full effect of things like that. I mean, it was 3 full days of personal development, professional development, everything at our industry and profession does and has and all that amazing stuff. So I'm going to compact it in one call. I've invited Team Boss to join and all of our upline to join the call so that they can benefit from it too. But I wasn't going to do it this week because there's so much to process that I didn't want to word vomit like everything at once. So yes, Karen, I did too. And I actually watched the Millennials today and that got a lot out of that one. So anyway, and let's see. So that sneak peek Monday starts Monday through next week. You guys, I'm gonna mute lines. It's kind of noisy. La, la, la. All right. Okay. Starts Monday. Starts our week-long one. So start promoting that. I'll create the event actually tomorrow. And then obviously right now is an amazing time to bring people on board. We have New Year's coming up, and what a better time to invite people to this opportunity is like right now, right this second, like yesterday. So that's going to be a really, really awesome sneak peek. And what else? So volume. I wanted to do the top 3 volumes of the week so far. And I've never talked about my volume because I just feel like it's kind of something you don't talk about. But then again, I share your volume. That's not really fair. So I've talked to other coaches, and they share their volume too. So I'm going to continue, or I'm actually going to start sharing mine as well so that it's not like a secret. But so far this week, met 1,091. Christina Millar is at 479. I know she has her own team call tonight. 479. Awesome. Jennifer Hayes at 460. So awesome. So awesome. We have so much going on with the Quarter Force, you guys. Oh my God. You guys, transformations are insane. If you haven't seen Jen, she's going to share probably tomorrow. Seriously, it's insane. She's like, you think I'm going to win something for this? I'm like, yeah. There's a potential she might be a cash winner. So awesome. I'm so excited about the whole thing. And I'm starting round 2 Monday. Just kind of going to toy with the hybrid, or the deluxe. Just kind of get used to it and then start round 2 on Monday, and super excited. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to share the host of our call tonight. She took time out of her evening, and I really appreciate it. Brooke King. Is that right? Yeah. 6-star elite coach, Success Club All-Star. She top 100. So obviously she's had success in this business. She's doing amazing things, and she's taking her time out tonight to share with us on team culture and developing leaders. And so this is her thing. So I'm going to let her have the call. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me, and I apologize for not being done up. I was trying to, but then my husband and I are painting our gym in our house. That's going to be my Christmas present, and he, of course, was messing it up, so I had to start painting. But I wanted to get on. I met Melissa at Super Saturday in Richmond. I don't know if any of you guys were there. Were any of you there? No. Okay, cool. And so then you haven't heard my topic, because team culture is like my favorite thing to talk about, because I grew up playing sports my whole life. I played really competitive soccer and basketball. I actually went to college on a full ride to play basketball at Seton Hall. And it just was, the things that I loved the most about sports were wearing matching scrunchies, having our team sleepovers, going out to team dinners, having ice cream socials, sleeping over in the gym, toilet papering the coach's house, like all of that kind of stuff, like the team bonding that really, brings you close together and really creates this amazing team culture. And when I went to Seton Hall, I didn't have that. Apparently college sports is a little more intense than what I was used to, and it was more of a job. So I quit, went back to Tech. I graduated from Virginia Tech, go Hokies, and went on with my life, kind of climbed the corporate ladder, and then got married in 2009 and started trying to have a baby right away. We had a lot of fertility issues, and a lot of that was because I wasn't in the best shape of my life. So I kind of wasn't, what is it even called when you when you release eggs? That's too much information, but I can't even think about it right now. So I was having kind of some health issues there. I finally got pregnant, and then was worried about the second one, it taking a long time. So we started right away, but of course, like, boom, first time pregnant again. So I had 2 babies within 18 months. And so naturally my body was just a mess after 2 C-sections. So July, 2013 is when my second daughter was born. And I was so depressed. I couldn't even find pictures from when she was born, because I was like hiding in the background, and I didn't want to be on tape, and I didn't want anybody seeing what I looked like, because that wasn't like athletic Brooke that had grown up with being in shape and fit her whole life. So I was really embarrassed and kind of having a really big pity party for myself. And my husband ordered T25 in December, and of course I yelled at him because I was like, why on earth are you spending so much money for another CD to sit on our shelf? But if anybody's done Shanti, he's amazing. And so it doesn't take long before you fall in love with him. And we together lost about 33 pounds with T25 to start the new year. We would wake up at 5:30 every morning and do it together. And, with 2 little babies, we didn't get much sleep. So it was really mandatory that we pulled each other downstairs to do it. And so then I became a coach when 21 Day Fix came out. We were already drinking Shakeology, so I really wanted the discount anyways. And I'm kind of the person that's either all in or all out, which makes it hard for me sticking to nutrition as well, because if I mess up on Tuesday, then I kind of just decide to start again the next Monday. So I'm no different than anybody else. I have those ups and downs all the time, but what I think we have done on our team is really make this incredible team culture. So like I said, I became a coach in March 2014, was kind of off and on the rest of that summer. Around December, I got a couple coaches that were going to work the business. And so, of course, we're like, yay, so excited. People want to work the business. What can I do for you? How can I help you? And so that January, I was an Emerald coach. This was January 2015. And we ended December 2015 as a 6-star elite team. So that is just going to show all of you guys that are sitting at Emerald right now, or coach, or whatever it is that you are. By the end of next year, you can be whatever you want to be. I went to Summit as a 1-star coach. So in July, I was a 1-star diamond, and then 6 stars at the end of the year. So you guys can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. But you've got to get a team behind you, because we can only get so far in this business by ourselves. So it's really important that whether you're at Natalie's level or Melissa's level or anyone's level, or you're a team of your own, it's the perfect time to start developing and making your team culture what you want it to be. And that's my favorite thing about this business, because I still work. I'm director of HR for a government contractor, and I have a great team there, but there's only so much I can do. I want to bang my head against the wall when they're like, Brooke, it's review time right now. So I have to sit down with them, and they're all going to be like, so where do I go from here? And I have to be like, well, you're going to have to wait until the company grows and this happens and that happens. Whereas when I'm on one-on-ones with my team, I'm like, guys, this is your opportunity. Give yourself a promotion. You can go give yourself a raise tomorrow if you want. The world's your oyster. There's no boundaries to what you can do. So I think that the opportunity we have here is just incredible, and it's such a fun environment to be a leader in. So my suggestion to everybody is to be a leader from day one. Really start running your business, even if it's just a party of one. Everybody started there. Plan out how you want to run your business. Figure out what you like about what's going on in your upline, what they're doing that you really like, that you want to carry on, that's duplicatable, because you don't want to reinvent the wheel on everything. And then what kind of tweaks that you would make, because it's your team, and how people that are coming to you are people that relate to you. So I always say, start now, and start right when you first start being a coach. Tell your coaches about it, and you know, get them to really think about the kind of team they want to be a part of. And the team culture can be anything. I know some teams, and they talk about everything. So, you know, definitely make it your own. I'm kind of like a list person, so I made a list of a couple things that my team does, or kind of tips and tricks that I would want to share with you guys on how to kind of build your team culture. Number one, obviously, is get together online, and that's any way that you can do that. So, you know, I say whether it's a team page or if there's just, you have 1 or 2 or 3 working coaches, start a little, I call them pods, like Facebook chats, and talk every day. Build these relationships, build friendships, talk about things that have nothing to do with Beachbody and the business. You know, really get to know people, and post in there every single day, whether it's volume winners, or it's here's what I saw on YouTube today, or here's a video that I saw, this might help you guys, or anything that you find, just like a motivational quote or something. Definitely, you know, be engaged and do that every single day. And then even if people aren't catching on for the first few months, I remember when I started my team page, I was like, oh God, maybe this was a mistake, because I was the only one posting, nobody was responding. But it grows, it quickly grows, because then people have questions, especially when you're trying to break off like your upline page. You know, it's really hard, because then they keep posting in there and you're like, no, post in mine. But you just got to stay consistent, and then it's going to grow. And, you know, if you just keep doing it every single day, your team is seeing that you're a leader, and they know you're not going away, and they know that you're there to support them. So I 110,000% believe in momentum. And I totally think that you can create your own momentum. You can take people, not take, but like share people's momentum. You can catch momentum. So I think it's really important that you let yourself get engaged, and you know, enthusiasm is contagious. So be enthusiastic and be excited about everything you're doing. I tell my team all the time that I think I built my entire first year of business on enthusiasm alone. Like, I could have been selling anything and people would have been like, I'm in, because I was just so excited about it, you know? And so I think that goes a really long way. So I'm just looking at my little notes to make sure I don't forget anything about getting your team together. But really encourage, you know, post every single day. Reach out to other people on your team and ask them to post. Ask like your rising leaders to post something they learned every day, so that people don't just see it's you. Your team page is also a great place to go practice things that you should be doing on your timeline, like going live. You can go on your team page and just go live and talk about whatever it is you want. And it helps you to learn how to be real and share your struggles, and you can do that with your team also. Income posts, I know Natalie was just saying, like, volume posts are awkward, income posts are even more awkward, but it's really necessary. And I think on my team, because there's people that are motivated by money, that's just the nature of the business. So people want to see where you were a year ago and where you are now. So I encourage everybody to post, because some people that might relate to Natalie, you know, some people that are diamonds or emeralds are like, oh, Natalie's here, here's where I can be in a year. But a lot of people are coaches, so they can relate to an emerald, like an emerald coach posting, here's where I'm at, here's where I was a month ago. You know, that's huge. So I encourage everybody to share that. And it also kind of holds you accountable to growing it, because then once people know where you are, you want to be better than that the next time. But post stuff every day. I post like something to learn from. I post recognition, because you kind of want it to be a pep rally too, right? You want people to want to come read your page, not just like turn off notifications. Oh my God, you can see the paint on my hands. Not just turn off the notifications and ignore your page. You know, you want people to come, and you want it to be fun and exciting. You want them to feel welcome to posting as well. So definitely, you know, recognition is one of our vital behaviors. So make sure you're on there as well. Some things I also do is I have people like report their business activity trackers in there, you know, for a prize. Like we do hat for a bat or something. If you do your bat for 8 weeks, you'll get a hat. And then, you know, why go emerald, anything, compensation structure, all that kind of stuff. Just post it in there, because you got to remember there's new coaches coming on all the time. You want to make sure you always have the basics going through as well. So if people are inspired by recognition, I know a lot of people on my team, if you give them a shout out, they're like gung-ho. But give people what they need. If they need recognition, get them recognition. If they want a tank top, get them a tank top, you know, for hitting different milestones. Like, give people what makes them excited. And we find out, because we do those About Me forms in the new coaching. Well, I don't know what you guys do, but make sure you know what motivates your team. And that brings me to number 2. So number 2 is get to know your team. And that doesn't just mean your PS coaches. And I think that I started this as soon as I was a coach. I got very involved with everybody that's on the team because I wanted my team to survive, So I was like, let me just help everyone and then we're good to go. I've learned how to delegate a little bit, which has been like my hardest thing ever. But, with Facebook Messenger, that's so easy to just go through your downline when you're on a road trip and just leave a little message for everybody and tell them you're thinking about them or see how you can be available or if they have any questions. Get-togethers, of course, and I know not everybody's always local, but we do a lot of things. Like we had a Christmas party last week. We have paint night. We have brunches. We have happy hours. A lot of times on like a Friday night, and I was looking for my wine glass because we had one last week, we'll get on a Zoom and have wine and just like chat about life, just so that everybody can just so everybody can get on in a relaxed setting, throw on your PJs, grab a glass of wine, and let's just chat about life. Because we're like, when we go to Summit or something, we're all like best friends. Like, it's so sad that like we can't hang out all the time. But a lot of us are busy moms and working and everything, so it kind of makes it easier to hang out online. So wine nights are the best for sure. And then recognition given to them. And definitely recognize people when they hit goals. Invest back in your team. I would say you got to invest money to make money. Put money back in your team for sure, whether it's gifts for recognition or advertising or whatever it is. Part of your budget should 100% go back into your team. So, and then kind of what I alluded to earlier, number 3 is let yourself be connected to the team. And that's what's awesome about this business also, is that, you had a busy summer or you have a busy holiday. Obviously, you guys are on the call, so that's probably not you guys that are putting your business on the back burner. But if you put your business on the back burner for a couple months, you can jump right back in at any time. And that's what's awesome about this team. So if you're feeling like disconnected or not a part of what's going on, or your business is kind of, not doing as well as you want it to do, and you need to go catch the momentum, you can do that at any time. But you have to let yourself be a part of it and be connected to it. And a great way to do that is to post in your team page. It's to, get involved and start posting, get on team calls. Like, kudos to all of you guys for getting on tonight and taking time out of your busy schedule. I know it's the holidays and I'd rather be rapping or like, there's stuff that we'd rather be doing than getting on a team call. But that shows that you're putting your business as a priority, over other things. And it's really, I do 2 calls a month, so it's 2 hours a month, which, if you can't get on a team call, then that's kind of a lot of excuses and you wonder why your business won't work. So definitely prioritize them. It shows respect to your coach. It shows respect to the people doing them. So definitely make sure you're doing that. There's a lot of work that goes into team calls. Super Saturday. So again, I work full time and I have meetings all day long, every day. And then I have conferences. And if I don't go to them, my career is not going to grow. And if I don't go to my meetings, I'm probably just going to get fired. So I'm just saying, like, Super Saturday should be like a must go to. These events that are meant to put you in that atmosphere and make it positive and get your mindset right and show you the rest of the network and all that kind of stuff. Those kinds of things are really important to do for your business. They really are. And whether events are like your thing and those are what pump you up, or there's someone on your team's thing, they need to see you there before they're going to go. So you got to set the example right off the bat. I know that we always say getting started right, getting your coaches started right, it's really important in pretty much all aspects of the business, but especially with team culture, because you want to let your new coaches know what to expect and what is expected of them and how your team operates. And if you let them know that from the beginning, most likely they're going to fit in just fine, and they're not going to sit on the back and worry about anything, because they're probably like you, because your vibe attracts your tribe. And they're going to want to get involved right away. So I think, getting them started right and really adding them to a Coach Basics group and making sure they know what's expected of them in there. And, getting on the phone with them like right away in the first couple of days and, being voice to voice, because then you can really hear the excitement and the enthusiasm and they can really kind of get a hold of that. Helping them get success in 30 days, I think, is huge. Because then, I don't know about you guys, but once you see like one challenge pack sold, I was like, really? I can make that much just from one challenge pack? You know, you kind of get hooked, and that's what's going to hook your people as well, and that keeps people coming back. You know, success keeps people coming back. So, you know, just always being involved and always being kind of available, and, you know, letting them know what is expected of them by the next time you guys get on the phone, and especially about team culture. So that they, you know what to expect and know how to act and know what's expected of them. So, and then number 5 is you empower leadership. So, and this was the hardest for me because I'm total A-type control freak, and I wanted to run it all my own way. But basically on my team is, once you're an Emerald, you're kind of running stuff. Like, I have you doing push to Emerald groups or team calls. Like, has anybody on here done a team call and like talked on a team call? No. So maybe put that on your vision board for 2017, because even if you don't feel like you can talk for an entire team call, you could open it up. I'm sure everybody has something that they want to say or could say. You could say, hey, Natalie, what's the team call about next week? I'd like to, you know, do the first 5 minutes. Because if you're going to be a leader, you're going to be doing team calls. And that's just the way it is. So you got to practice, and it's easiest to practice with your teammates. They're your friends, right? And so everybody will be cheering you on and just helping you along. So definitely, or volunteer to run a Push to Emerald or a challenge group for the team, you know, whatever, a free group, like whatever it is, just get involved and take on that leadership role. Because honestly, it's great to have everybody so close-knit and like all up in each other's business. But as soon as the faster the people can learn and like fly away and like build on their own, the better off they'll be. And I kind of made like a mistake when I started. I really, I don't know if it's called micromanaging or whatever, but I'd be at work and they'd message me a question and I'm like, here's the answer, like within 5 seconds, you know? And I really learned that that's not setting them up for success, because now it's better to kind of teach them where to find the information. But you don't want to be giving out all the information all the time, because you've got to be resourceful to be successful. You've got to be able to figure it out. There's so many resources out there available to us as coaches, whether it's YouTube or anything. You know, just take a look and see what you can find on your own before kind of relying on anybody else, because what you find, you might be able to use to help someone else, and then you're going to have to be able to help your coaches as well. So start that from the beginning. You know, don't start a team culture of babysitting or doing everything for them, because it doesn't work. I tried. And then number 6 is my last one. And this one is basically, you know, now you have this team culture built. Attract people to your business by the team culture. You know, advertise your team culture, post about your team culture. When someone on your team goes Emerald, post that on your timeline and then share it into your team page and tell everybody to go over your timeline and blow that up, because that's going to show everybody that's following that you've got an awesome team. Everybody's excited for this person. They just got a promotion, you know. Post team calls, post about any kind of events you guys are doing. Post about, sorry, Emily's here, let me get my phone. 1 second. Okay. Post about what you do with your team, because I know for someone like me that was playing sports my whole life, I was looking for a team. Like I wasn't worried about the money. I was worried about accountability for my own health and fitness and fun people to do it with. And you find some of your great friends doing this way. So make sure you're appealing to those people too. You know, people are here for physical, they're here for financial, they're here for emotional, they're here for all sorts of different reasons. So make sure you are appealing to all of those people that are out there. So that is all that I have about team culture. Sometimes I talk really fast, but I am happy to answer any questions if anybody has any. But really, I just want to tell you guys that you can do whatever you put your mind to. I know that we never would have been as successful last year, or as we are hopefully on Thursday, my fingers and toes are crossed, that I haven't missed anything. Then I would never be there if it wasn't for the team. And I really give it all back to the team because I know it's not just me. So you can build a team with your team culture to be anything you want it to be. So that's all I have.
I've got 2 pages of notes.
That was good. I hope you guys got some stuff.
Yes, that was insane. Awesome. The fact that you started the year 2015, right?
2015.
As an Emerald coach and ended at 6-star diamond. Incredible. And I mean, it's not too many people that do that, but it is done, right? It is done. So I've got, like I said, so many notes. I'm not going to reiterate everything that you just said because we can rewatch the video and I'm going to be respectful of your time. But does anybody have any questions for her? That was a lot of awesome information.
I hope so.
It was awesome. Seriously. I love the encourage the income post. We have every Thursday we have, Success Thursday, whatever you have in your business. And I know people are kind of afraid to share things sometimes. And I think, as a team, I mean, it is encouraging to see when people are bringing in income. And I think, our culture is a lot of just loving and like nurturing. And so it's kind of like, you don't want to share that part of it, right? But it's encouraging. It's one of those things that, yes, I mean, you're working your butt off. You want to make some income, right? So share that for sure.
Yeah, and I don't think don't be embarrassed that you are excited about making money either, I mean, we're here to help people, but a lot of people are here to change their financial future as well, or stay home with their kids more, or whatever it is, so I don't think it's something to be embarrassed by, and I think people are motivated by it, whether they say they are or not, so I think you should post about it.
And empowering leadership, I know I'm very, very guilty of that.
It's hard.
You guys are all leaders. You wouldn't be on this call. So we're going to work on that. Seriously, does anybody have anything? Questions, comments? Nothing? Something.
Quiet group.
There you go.
Okay. Sorry, I started typing when my son finally turned his video game down so I can actually talk. Question kind of not sort of related, but not related. You said you work full time and I do too. How do you fit in? I'm a recruiter, so I'm also.
I work in HR, so that's cool.
How do you fit everything in with not only like obviously running your groups and the sales aspect of it, but also like a lot of the team building things? Like, how do you squeeze it all in?
Well, I got really lucky with my husband. He's extremely supportive. He's a very entrepreneur type mindset also. So I think that the first thing you got to do is get on the same page with the people around you. So we kind of decided, the weekends is when we have family time. I mean, so I come home from work, it's kid time for sure. And then when they go to bed, except for tonight, they're up late because he's painting and not paying attention. When they go to bed, I work. And I think that that's important that he's on board with that so he doesn't resent me for doing that. But, it's a lot of time management. I do a Google Calendar because then we can both see it. We see kind of where we need to be at. I get up early. I work anytime I can at work that, I'm not busy, on my phone if I'm responding to anybody or whatever. And then I work at night. I stay up late because I don't know if it was Melanie Mitchell or who it was that said, I'm willing to do now what others aren't so that I can have later what others don't. And I've really taken that to heart because if this was easy, everybody would do it. And if it, so I know that it's not easy and I know that it takes a lot of work, but I feel like I'm willing to do it. So if that's, every waking second I'm go, then that's, what I do. But I mean, there's some days that are crazy and there's some days that I don't do anything, honestly. If I'm doing a challenge group and a coach basics and all that stuff, it's the beginning of the month. That Sunday is probably kind of busy, and I have to tell my husband I need 3 hours here, or I just do it at 8 to 11 at night, that kind of thing. So I think it just takes really being on board, really having, conversation constantly with the people around you, and don't sacrifice why you're doing it though. I'm doing it because I want to be with my kids. I'm doing it because I want to be home. I'm doing it because I want them to have this amazing future. So don't sacrifice that time with your kids is my biggest advice there. Does that answer your question? I feel like I go off on tangents pretty easy. It's hard being a working mom. It definitely is. And running another business. But I mean, luckily we can do most of it from our phone, so I can do it from the car wash or the doctor's office or wherever I spend most of my time. Who do you work for?
I work for a global digital ad agency.
Okay.
Sapient Nitro.
Cool.
I work in house.
I work for an IT company. We do IT recruiting. But I will tell you, okay, so my company right now, we've lost a couple contracts recently, and I feel like almost Beachbody came in on purpose because I feel like I told you I'm A-type, I'm a control freak. Like, people are getting laid off all over the place. Like, it scares the crap out of me to not have control of my future. You know what I mean? And granted, I'm not ready to quit. I could financially, but I'm not ready to quit because I enjoy what I do and I really like my team there and don't want to like let them down. But if something were to happen, like, I'd be okay, you know, and I see it happening all over the place, and it scares the crap out of me not to have control over, you know, if something does come up like that, because what the heck would we do? So.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Do I have anything else? Questions, comments? Oh, Amanda. You're not muted. I don't know why I can't hear you.
How's that?
Perfect.
Is that better?
Yep.
So being a newbie, I go back to when, Brooke, you were talking about, you know, having a brand new team and you've got a handful of people and nobody's participating. And I'm trying to find the balance between getting these people going and then also trying to think about looking for new coaches as well. And so I'm curious as to, you know, how to get the ball rolling. I'm so excited, and I post and I put stuff out there, and I've got friends in the group and they tell me on the side that they're having a blast, but I post on my team page and it's like crickets.
Right. Well, so that gets back to the work with the willing, right? And it's a lot about timing. I know for me, you know, if my coach gave up on me, then she'd probably be kicking herself in the foot right now because I became a coach and then didn't do anything for 8 months. Like, I just sat there. You know, so it's really about timing. And I think the most that you can do is post every day and be consistent in your team page or in your pod or however you're interacting with these people. But you don't have to, like, you know, they know you're there, and offer them the challenge groups every time you're running one. But if they're not committed and ready to be in it, then I wouldn't even put them in the challenge group. But I would spend your time working on your business, and the people that want, you know, and finding new people. The people that want to run with you are going to run with you, and they're going to jump in when they're ready. And you never know what it's going to be or what day it's going to be. So you have to keep being consistent as the leader. Okay. It's frustrating. Being a leader's hard. You know, it's frustrating because you're always wanting to motivate people and like get people on board. But you can't. You have to wait for when they're ready. I mean, it really is a timing thing, and it's a different thing that motivates people. You know, some people are motivated by seeing that person that's been doing it for a year that they've been watching that did it. Some people are motivated by an income post. Some people are motivated because they just lost 10 pounds. You have no idea. Some people are motivated because their husband just lost their job. Whatever it is, you have no idea. So you just have to be consistent and work with the willing.
That makes sense because it took me 4 years, right, Natalie?
See, so what was it for you that made you want to jump in and get on this team call tonight?
Well, I've been on the team call. It took me 4 years to break down and decide to be a coach after I joined Natalie's team when she was a newbie coach and loved the team, did the workouts, was involved, and went back and forth about coaching. And finally, after falling off the wagon and wanting to gain some more accountability for myself and an income, I'll be honest, I decided I wasn't going fast enough.
Right.
And so all of those things together, I finally jumped off and decided it was time to become a coach, but it took me 4 years.
Right. See, and that it can take people. I have had discount coaches that have I put my discount coaches in my team page also, and they've sat in there for 2 years, and then all of a sudden one day they're like, I feel like working it now. But I mean, and as a leader, you know, you have to realize that your team's going to be made up of all different types of people that are just going to drink their Shakeology and be happy, people that might be cool with $50 every month, you know, whatever it is. If someone asks them, they're cool. And there's going to be, you know, one go-getter out of however many.
There's nothing wrong with any of them. There's nothing wrong with any of them. They're all part of the team, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what I love about it. It's like, it doesn't matter what your goals are. Again, it could be just accountability. It could be, you know, you want a 6-7 figure income, or it could be just being a part of the community. That's what's so awesome about it all.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just really quickly, Amanda said, you know, it took her 4 years to join as a coach. Well, she joined last month. She hit Success Club last month and is an Emerald. So come on.
Awesome.
Seriously, like, so she's, I love it. I mean, I'm gonna call her out. She's probably gonna be embarrassed, but she'll like send me messages about TV and PD. I'm like, okay, it takes most coaches like a year before they even know what those acronyms mean. Like, she's doing all this research and YouTube videos. I'm like, oh my God, it's freaking awesome.
That's awesome. Good job.
Master Flush. I'm like, oh. So anyway, and you're doing perfectly amazing. So
Thank you.
yeah, so don't fret. You're on the right track.
Absolutely.
So anybody else have anything? We are at 8:36, and I know you have to get to your family, but a few more minutes and we will call it the night. I really love everything you said. Seriously, it's awesome. So where do you live again?
Northern Virginia.
Oh, okay. So
Where are you?
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay.
So I'm actually coming to Virginia for the Super Saturday Melissa host this coming.
Oh, in Richmond?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if you'll be.
That was a great group. So I'm always the DC one, which is huge. So at Richmond, it was really cool. Everybody was like knew each other.
That's cool. That is really cool.
Yeah.
More intimate environment for sure.
Yep.
Very cool. Okay, guys. Well, we every week take a picture, then we share, you know, on our Facebook and tag each other and stuff. So I can't wait to see you, Melissa. So if you're gonna put your face on, so that there's Jen as well, your beautiful face. Anybody else? I think we're all on. Tammy, I know you can't show your face. All right. So on 3, you know, I'm technically challenged. So give me, if I do screw up the first couple times, bear with me. So keep that smile on for like 5 minutes, okay? All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's do a fun one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Valuable information, and I'm going to go back over it and implement it in our team for sure. So congratulations on your success.
Thank you. You too.
All right, guys. See you next week. Again, it's going to be a big call next week. We're going over the GoPro info, and it's going to be lots of awesome stuff. So mark calendars and your timers and all that good stuff. And have an amazing week. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.